Okay, so I'm gonna try to record this. It's actually nighttime, not early morning. I haven't recorded anything like this in a very long time. However, we are going to be doing some traveling, and I won't have my mic or the computer that can actually record the audio file, so I'm going to try and do it tonight before we leave. So let's see how this goes. This post is basically a recap of Scarlett's 14th birthday. So I don't think it needs much more lead in than that because it's a recap, so you're going to get it. So let's go ahead and get started. Hallmark Birthday, written by Christina Curtin, July 25th, 2025. Birthdays in our house usually all start out the same. The night before, we spend time expelling air into 68 or so balloons, ready to pass out from the effort. I hang these throughout the kitchen with packaging tape, which pisses my husband off because when we remove the decorations, we also remove the shitty paint the builder used on our walls. Regular tape just doesn't hold, though. Mutterings of passive-aggressive comments like, guess I'll have to paint that later, and not so passive, this house is a shit show, come from his mouth. I suppose I could use alternative methods to hang the decorations, but that would require me finding something else to use. I'll find something better someday, if only to avoid his grumblings. I don't want to keep poking the bear. Decorations hung. The next morning, the birthday kid gets a pancake made in the shape of their birthday. The rest of the day can vary, but usually involves a dinner of their choice and us serenading them happy birthday to a lit up ice cream cake. Wholesome moments, pictures taken, cherished memories of your children gaining one more finger on their hand count of age. That's usually how birthdays go. But recently, my daughter Scarlett turned 14, and it was not one you'd like a Hallmark card written about. It started off sweet, albeit untraditionally, but quickly escalated into something MA related. It's not MA related, it's MA rated. Hold on, let's go back and fix this. You know what, I'm gonna pause this for you too, because I realized I can try and pause so you don't have to watch this ridiculousness. Okay, so we started off sweet. Albeit untraditionally, but quickly escalated into something MA rated. Let's discuss. Scarlett wakes up early. No pancake breakfast to start off her day because she must be fasting when she goes to the diagnostics lab to have her blood drawn. What child wants to give blood for the first time on her birthday? Not mine, but we had no choice. There's nothing dramatic going on. She just needed it done because of lady reasons that I won't divulge here because she'd kill me. She was scared and uncomfortable, though. I tried to calm her down, but she's 14 and I'm her mom, so of course I was unsuccessful. She did hold my hand, though, and I was warmed by that glimpse into her childhood again. After being poked with a needle, we grabbed Starbucks. She loaded up on a venti refresh or something and ordered a cake pop without asking. Normally, this would not fly, but hey, it's her birthday. We stopped at UPS, and I showed her the joys of scanning in your own Amazon returns. I don't know why, but I find it fun to do someone else's job. Okay, so again, folks, my W's and my R's. I went to speech therapy. We ran is really hard for me to say, so let me pause the video. I'm going to try and edit that so I can actually say it without and I'll be right back. All right, I fixed it, so here we go. Let me get it advanced a little bit. Okay. Ooh. We popped in the grocery store and grabbed her ice cream cake, bonding on the way back to the car of how ridiculous it was to pay $26 for what we just got. What is this world coming to? This morning so far was actually Hallmark card worthy. Holding hands at the lab, special treats at Starbucks, running errands in the early morning light without all the other kids in tow. But don't worry, the spiciness is coming. Back at the house, Vince made breakfast while we were gone. He apparently deserved an award for this based on his level of fluster when we arrived. Folks, he made breakfast and watched his two younger daughters. Hoo-wee, that is a feat deserving of recognition. How did he manage this accomplishment? Let's all take a moment to congratulate him. Still, my Hallmark morning is going strong. Oh, shoot. I advanced too fast. Okay, let's go back. I'm working with technology here. 1 minute. Okay. Still, my Hallmark morning is going strong. Coming home to food is a great feeling, and the kids were all excited to eat. Sitting at the table, I take Scarlett's picture holding her birthday pancake. My 18-year-old daughter, Gianna, emerges downstairs, looking like Anna the morning of Elsa's coronation, aka a hot mess. She shuffles over to the table and asks Scar how old she is. Scarlett says 14, to which Gianna immediately replies, yeah, that's, see, I read through this before I even did this video, and I didn't stumble over this stuff, so I don't know what my deal is. So hold on. All right, we're ready again. Scar says 14, to which Gianna immediately replies, inches in my mouth. The happy Hallmark record screeched to a stop. The sun's still shining through the curtains, bringing a golden glow to the morning, but now here we are talking about penis size and its ability to fit orally. How quickly things change. Of course, this was hilarious. We all laughed, including my 5-year-old daughter, Evie, out of camaraderie and hopefully not understanding. It was agreed that this would now be the default response to age questions. I am winning in our family with 43 inches in my mouth. How about that? However, this penal-length comment sent the morning into a downward spiral of inappropriateness. Scarlett requested Alexa to play birthday sex and proceeded to sing along to every word, despite being entirely inexperienced in this area. Even Gianna asked her how she knew the lyrics. Evie just sat at the table and ate her breakfast, for once not asking questions. In her unusual quietness, I wondered what impact this was going to have on her psyche, and prayed she doesn't think this is now our traditional birthday breakfast song. As we began clearing up, Alexa continued to cycle Bow Chicka Wow Wow songs on her playlist, apparently assuming we were a couple in a bedroom instead of a family of 6 in our kitchen, celebrating our teenager's birthday. Scarlett stood by the counter and listened to whatever sensual track was playing at the moment. Excluded from the cleanup duties because of her birthday girl status, however, we all commented how she typically managed to avoid this peasant duty regardless. She began to gyrate with the music, making me question her previously certain virginity. It's just dancing, she insisted, continuing on, having fun, making us all uncomfortable. That's when Evie started copycatting. Scarlett decided to instruct her 5-year-old sister how to do the moves the right way. For fuck's sake. Hallmark is now out the window. We are venturing into Skinamax territory. In a span of 30 minutes, the wholesome family memory was tarnished by oral sex comments, baby-making music, and preschooler bump and grind moves. How we easily escalated to this point, I don't know. This is how our life goes. The day goes on. Scar napped, of course, because that's a teenager's favorite hobby. Later on, we sang using the $26 birthday cake, and afterwards, the older kids decided to go see a movie. The choice? Oh, well, it's the R-rated I Know What You Did Last Summer, of course, because why not end Scarlett's 14th birthday with an R-rated horror film? The whole day was already one giant spiral of inappropriateness anyways. Vince waited for the girls to come home, and I went to bed and called it a day. The next morning, I questioned all of my parenting choices while walking upstairs to wake Scarlett up for a scheduled event of the day. Her bed was empty. So I turned around, opened the door to Gianna's room, and sure enough, there they were, snuggled together out of necessity and sisterhood, needing company as you often do after watching a scary movie. I moved to the bed and leaned over, admiring their faces as they slept, just like I always used to do when they were younger, when the birthday pancakes were 1 digit instead of 2. Hallmark moment back again. And that's it for today, my friends. Thanks for listening to my blog. Good luck out there and stay sane. Well, I might have to record the end because my I need to restart to install the latest Windows update, apparently, because they haven't been able to update my device. And I need to leave it on and just keep it plugged in, and we'll try to restart outside of normal active hours. Yet this is my active hour, and they still notified me. So thanks for that. I'll see if I need to re-record. If I do, I'm not going to do it on the video because you just got the whole thing. But thanks.